those letters.
No, this one seems to be someone who is actually supporting us. It's a bit hard to understand.
Oh, great. Where's it from?
Preston.
Oh, you'll be starting a fan club next.
Oh, hang on.
Oh, come on, why don't I just bin it now?
No, I want to see how low these people can get.
Oh.
Is that more of that muck?
Yeah. What's that?
Oh. I mean, you said we've seen the last of these letters, but pills now.
I know the best place for these.
I can't take much more of this. Who's doing it to us?
Mum, you've got to try and be strong. The week after next, we'll be in court and people will know the truth. And then we can walk away free and this garbage will stop.
Oh, this salmon paste smells lovely.
You haven't started getting any weird cravings then?
Not yet.
I'll get it. It's when she starts on the nutty slack butties that we're in trouble.
Starting to show, you know.
Oh, yeah. Sure, mate.
Morning.
Morning.
Hi, Bing. Looking very patriotic there.
So, what do you think?
Very nice. Can't see you catching on with the kids, though.
So, what can we do for you, mate?
VE Day, 50th anniversary. I assume you're aware it's imminent.
Can't get away from it.
Well, Jean and I were talking, and we both felt we couldn't let it go by unmarked.
So you're thinking there's something else to do?
Well, it was young Rachel's idea, actually. She suggested that we should have a street party, like the one she'd read about in her history books at school.
Yay! I'd go for that. My mum told me all about the ones they had. What do you think?
Yeah, why not? Good excuse for a few scoops, eh?
Excellent.
When would it be?
Well, I would suggest a bank holiday, but then I'm sure most people will be away for the day, so I thought maybe a week today?
Oh, that'd suit us. Be good, that, wouldn't it?
Yes.
I'm sure we can get the right spirit going and all that. What do you think, Carl? Street party sound like a good idea to you?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Good. Knew I could rely on an ex-military man.
Our Carl's very modest about his army career. He doesn't like people making a fuss.
Ah, one of the silent heroes, eh? Always the ones to be admired. Do you know, it's marvellous to see a young man prepared to fight for his country.
Hey, I could sort out some cheap ale through one of my contacts.
Carl, that'd be splendid. Right, so the, bank's contingent are in, then?
Ready for active duty? Sir.
Here.
Hi.
All right, just thought I'd pop round, see how things were.
Not bad, I suppose, if you don't count the hate mail we keep getting and the filthy looks of everybody.
That bad, is it?
Worse.
Well, I was just going round to get a pizza. Do you want me to bring you anything round?
I haven't really got much of an appetite at the moment. Too worried about the court case, I suppose.
Yeah, but you should eat, though. You know, keep your strength up.
Well, I seem to be spending most of my energy keeping Mum's spirits up.
She's finding it hard going, is she?
She might find it a little easier if we stop getting those letters. We got another one today, complete with a load of sleeping pills suggesting we should put ourselves out of our misery.
Where did they all come from?
Well, the one today was from Preston, of all places. I'm sure it's the same person who's sending them, someone who knows us.
Preston. You've had them from a few places now, haven't you?
All around the northwest, mainly.
Oh, hello, Beth. Your mother in?
Yeah, come through. Thanks. So, is there anything else you want?
No. Our Jackie hasn't said anything to you about me, has she?
No, what about?
Nothing. I was just wondering. See you later.
Bye, Mike.
Jimmy. Jimmy!
What's up?
There's a bag of something behind the sink here.
Yeah, I know, love.
It's not drugs, is it?
No.
You promised me you'd left that mug behind you.
I have. It's not drugs. It's me winnings. Off the GGs. You know, I've been on a roll with my sister. I did it to keep it safe, but...
Why don't I know it's here? Why don't I even know it exists?
Because I know you'd be worried, having this sort of cash in the house.
too right, I am. Do you know how many burglaries we've had round here recently?
Well, I don't know if you, I suppose. Oh, well, you're not suggesting I've done them, are you?
This is definitely winnings off the horses.
Oh, Jackie, definitely. My luck's been running, hasn't it?
Well, why is it in a bank or a building society? It could be earning interest, and it'd be a lot safer than being stuck under a sink.
Because if it was in an account, it'd be what's it? Bled dry by the taxman, wouldn't it? Hmm?
Why didn't you tell me it was here?
Because I love you. And because you've stood by me. So I was saving up.
For?
Well, you said that you've always dreamed about having your own nice house and garden, haven't you? Hey? I was saving for the deposit.
Just me to spoil a surprise, eh?
Yeah, well, never mind. Put it back, shall I?
Hey, do us a favour. Find somewhere safer. Somewhere I won't be tempted to dip into it when I fancy another new outfit.
Kid, be tempted. Hey, anything you fancy. Here, yeah. Fair. Go and get your hair done or something, eh?
Oh, hello, girls.
Hiya. Hiya.
Just wondered if you might like to help us commemorate the big event next week.
What's that?
VE Day, 50th anniversary. There's a groundswell of local backing for us to organise a street party.
Oh, a party? Is there going to be loads of free booze in that?
Well, that's not really the point of the event.
Yeah, there's going to be loads of fit lads there, isn't there?
Well, I can't promise.
Well, I think we might be busy next week, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be busy with college work.
Yeah, and I'll be busy stocking up for a few more of them car boot sales.
Yes, yes. Well, I suppose the war is just a bit of ancient history to your age group, isn't it?
Well, we did it in school, but it was boring, really. I'm terrible at remembering all those dates.
Well, look, if you do change your mind, let me know. I shall pop next door to see Mick Johnson. I'm sure his children will enjoy a street party. See you later.
Yeah.
See ya.
Street party.
I know, and to celebrate VD Day or whatever. So,
See the state he was at and all.
I know, on his little flag, the blade.
Jimmy!
I'm in here, love.
I'm going to work.
Yeah, OK, love, I'll see ya.
See you later.
Yeah, see ya, OK.
We're having a street party, aren't we?
News travels fast.
I'm surprised you've not called a residents' meeting, though, to discuss it.
Do you think I should?
More meetings, please, Bing.
Well, that's what I thought, really. You see, every time I try and call a meeting nowadays, people always seem to have prior engagements.
You know, it's weird, that, isn't it?
It's amazing how busy people are these days, isn't it?
So is it going to be a big do, then?
Not necessarily. Not everybody thinks it's a good idea.
All right, boys.
All right, Mike, pizza's never ready, mate.
Nice one. What's happening here? Is Queen coming or something?
We're having a street party, Michael, to celebrate VE Day. How about getting out the old guitar and laying on some entertainment for us, eh?
No, I don't think so. I think it's sick celebrating war.
Well, we're celebrating the end of the war, actually, not the war itself.
Yeah? Well, what about all those people who got killed or died in them camps? They didn't have a chance to celebrate anything. Or a church, for that matter.
I think a lot of the men and women who fought and died in the war would be delighted if they knew that we were drinking their health.
How can you drink their health when they're dead?
I was using a figure of speech, that's all.
Pizza's ready, Mike.
Nice one.
Those men and women fought and died to prevent this country being overrun by hordes of murdering Nazi thugs.
475, please, Mike.
The Nazis weren't wiped out by millions dying. They're all over Europe now.
We've had them around here, haven't we?
Well, one thing's for sure. You wouldn't have a choice of 50 or so pizza toppings if Hitler had marched his jackboots this far north.
That's true. There'll be Zig Island all over the place now, wouldn't we?
And eating sauerkraut.
You know what, if I was an ordinary Joe living in Germany, I'd be fed up about people going on about beating us in the war. It's ages ago. We're supposed to be the United States of Europe now, aren't we?
That's a matter of opinion, I'm afraid.
And that's my opinion. See you later.
See you, Mike.
See you, Mike.
Kids, eh?
I think all those people who got killed in the war would be a bit upset if we just let it all go by.
So I can count you two chaps in then?
Yeah, we've already told Jean. You can put us down.
Well, me and Jimmy, yeah. Not too sure about Leo, though. He didn't want to go to school again today.
Oh, is he still cut up about Gary?
It's torn him apart, mate. Don't know how long it's going to last for.
I know. Jean and I still think about poor Audrey. Still, life has to go on. And I think a street party like this is just the thing to bring the community back together again after the recent tragic events.
Yeah, well, we'll try and get him there. So what do you think young Mike would have been in the war then, a conscientious objector?
Yeah, I suppose so. Not like your old fella, eh, Bing?
No, well, takes all sorts, I suppose. Well, better get cracking. I'll, see you anon then.
Carry on, Major.
You're putting on a brave face, mate, with Mandy's trial being so close.
I'm hoping she'll come to the party. There's no use being down all the time, is there?
Yeah, well, I admire your courage. I know what it's like facing a prison sentence.
Hey, don't be so quick to put her in jail. She hasn't been proved guilty yet.
Ah, you know what I mean, son.
Yeah, I know. Just wish it was all over and done with.
Good luck, mate.
Yeah, thanks for the water, mate. See you later.
See you, sir.
Jimmy,
What are you doing creeping round like that?
I thought we had a burglar or something. What are you doing?
Just putting some stuff in the safe. Temporarily, like.
In the lottery.
I wish. It's just me savings.
Profits off your drug dealing, you mean?
What's it to you where it came from?
Bet Barry would be made up to know his safe was stuffed full of your drug money.
And who's going to tell him, like?
Not me.
Very sensible kid. But don't forget, you've carried stuff for me. So if I go down, you go down with me. I promise you.
You shouldn't put it in the safe, though. What if he did find out?
All right. I'll find someone else for it. But remember, you know nothing and you say nothing. Right?
And all the wise monkeys rolled into one, me.
You sure you don't want some?
I'll have to in a minute. And are you sure that you're only here to make sure that I meet him?
Well, there's no law against worrying about a mate, is there?
Okay. I'll go and tell Mum my coffee's ready.
Beth, before you do, can I just, tell you something I've been thinking about?
I knew you wanted something.
Well, it's just, well, I know things are going to be difficult for you in court, you know, proving anything about your dad the way he was. So, I thought things might be better for you if I stood as a witness.
But you never witnessed anything that happened between me and Dad.
No, I know, but I just thought that, you know, maybe I could say I seen him one time doing something to you.
Oh, Mike.
I've worked it all out. I could say I knocked for you one day, I got no answer, so I came round the back, and I seen him on top of you.
And you'd say all that for me in court?
I could tell him I promised you I'd keep it a secret, but I've decided to come forward now.
I couldn't let you lie for me. They could do you for perjury, Mike. I couldn't let you risk that.
Beth, I just want to help you. I can't stand the thought of you being... well, you know what I mean.
Locked away for the rest of my life.
I don't want that to happen to you. And I'll lie for you if you want me to.
Yeah, well, I couldn't let you. But you know how much it means to me to have your support.
I'm just getting a few bits and pieces, OK?
Have you got your ration book?
It's hard to credit the idea of rationing these days, isn't it?
Especially when you look round these well-stocked shelves, eh?
So this VE Day thing, it was important then? You could say that, love, yeah.
It signified the end of the war in Europe, Beverly. Japan took a little longer, but it was a major event.
I wish my old fellow was still alive for the celebrations. He'd have had a few tales to tell.
Yeah, some of them might have been true as well.
Sounds like Dixon Senior saw a bit of action.
A bit. They had to open an extra medal factory to keep up with him.
Are you sure? I thought it'd have been like you know, probably flogging ciggies and nylons on the black market.
Hey, you, don't mock now. My old fella played his part in Hitler's downfall, and I mean big style.
Brave man, then, was he?
Well, he married me mother.
Not the only one he married.
Hey, you should get his medals out. Ron, have them on display at the street party.
Hey, how about your old fella, Bing? Bet he had a roll medals on his chest, eh?
Yes, of course. He was a fine example to his men. He always led from the front, you know. Oh, Jean.
Oh, there you are. How's the recruitment campaign coming along?
Oh, we signed a few up, don't worry.
Yes, well, Ron's game, and Mick, and Sinbad, and Eddie and Rosie, of course. Well, they'd be the first to volunteer with the next soldier in the family.
320, please, Rose.
So, is there going to be any entertainment laid on?
Well, I thought we'd just make our own fun. That's what they used to do.
Yeah, it'd be good to get the look right, though. You know, everyone dressed the part.
Oh, can I come as one of the Andrews sisters?
Why can you sing?
Who cares? I just fancy myself in the outfit, you know, while it can still fit, like.
I could be the other sister, you know. That'd be a laugh.
You off, love?
Yeah, I'm doing some cleaning at Barry's. Listen, weren't the two Andrews sisters?
Yeah, I think so. Why?
Oh, I think if anyone has any right to be an Andrews sister, it should be me. I mean, I'm the only one who can sing.
Yeah, well, I suggested, eh? There shouldn't be any problem. Ta-da.
Right, see you, Stralham.
So, it's full steam ahead for Operation Street Party.
And I've had a word with the Jordashers, and they're keen to come.
It's got more nerve than I'd have.
I was in their position. Stay behind closed doors all the time.
Yeah, it's getting pretty close to the trial now, isn't it? I can see them going down for life, you know.
Oh, Ron, don't wish that on them.
Well, I'm not saying they're guilty, Jean, but... Well, come on, it's obvious, isn't it? Oh, hello, man. You all right, love?
Hi. Busy today?
Yeah. We were just saying how much we're all looking forward to the street party. Jean says you'll be able to make it.
Yeah, for a little while.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, it's terrific.
Yeah. Might as well make the most of your freedom while you've still got it.
Ron, will you hold these steps for me, please?
Yeah, sure.
Who are you writing to?
Oh, it's nothing.
You don't have to tell me.
Oh, it's just... Well, our Mike said he'd stand up in court and tell a load of lies to get that best Jordash off.
He never did, he? Got done himself for that if they found him out.
And now he's mental. So I'm writing to the court to tell him that he's going to be lying through his teeth.
Can you do that?
I don't know, I'm just doing it.
Well, I didn't know it's not you that's lying.
Well, he won't. I didn't even know how to start it, so I just put dear judge. I mean, I couldn't just stand by and let our Michael do something so stupid as to lie in court. And for the lead and all. I mean, it's not as if he's going to be keeping his future wife out of jail or anything, is he? So what do you think?
It's all right, yeah. I think you're doing the right thing. Hiya. It's your mic. Come in. Do you want a coffee?
What's the big secret?
Oh, it's nothing. It's just a letter. Did you want me?
Yeah, I just wanted to have a word with you about me being a witness for Beth.
Oh, right. Well, you know what I think. And Katie agrees with me, don't you?
Oh, you'd be mad to life. You get locked up yourself.
What, is this all over town now? You else knows me private business?
No, Katie's a mate.
Well, you'll both be glad to know I'm not going to do it because she doesn't want me to, OK?
Oh, about time you saw some sense in it.
I'm still going to do what I can for it, though.
I don't know why you're sticking up for it anyway. Excuse me. She's the one who got herself into trouble, so she should suffer the consequences.
What is it with you, eh?
Sorry.
How come you hate Beth so much?
What can I do one, can't I?
You've been taking lessons in bigotry off me dad.
I just speak me mind, that's all. At least I'm not two-faced like loads are.
It was Preston you did that car boot sale, wasn't it?
Yeah, why?
Nothing. Is that a love letter, is it?
No, it's private, all right.
Yeah.
Think he suspects anything?
Nah, no chance.
What do you want me to do with it?
Well, after what he's just said, I reckon we should just bin it.
That's it, Cracks. You stay there and keep Dixie, eh, Gail, while I stash the cash.
Jimmy!
Oh, all right, Bev, love.
What are you doing?
I'm, you know, just checking the tank.
Still there, is it?
Yeah, all in working order.
Did Barry tell you to look at it?
Yeah, he did, love. Ages ago. He had loads of trouble with it, you know, before Crimbo. And, well, I said I'd check it out for him every so often. You know, while he's away, like.
Mm. Funny. You never mentioned it to me.
Oh, well, you know. Oh. Technical plumbing work. Fella stuff, really. Right, I'm off.
No, you're not. Not until you've hoovered up this one's mangy dog ears.
Look, I only said it might be our Jackie sending the hate mail.
It all fits in, Mike. She never misses a chance to have a go at me.
Yeah, but we haven't got any rock-solid proof, have we?
The last one was postmarked Preston, the day you said she was at a car boot sale in Preston.
Yeah, I know that looks suspicious.
And she's not at work today. She's on the sick, yeah?
Yeah.
The day we get another one, hand-delivered.
You've had another one?
Yes. Sick. It's twisted, and I can't believe someone even having the nerve to send it to us. Do you know what it is? It's a mass card that says, "Rest in peace, Mandy and Beth."
Well, that is sick.
Not as sick as Jackie will be when I get my hands on
Look,
her.
Beth, I don't recognise this handwriting. You know, maybe it's not from her.
She's obviously disguised it, hasn't she?
Well, maybe she's out.
Yeah, probably out setting more poisonous posts.
Maybe she is, but why don't you just cool down until you know it's her for
I
definite?
don't feel like cooling down. I can't believe someone could be so vicious and vindictive towards me.
No, neither can I, to be honest, Beth.
Yeah, well, if it is her, and it all points to her, she's going to regret it when I get my hands on her.
Getting up.
Mom.
I'm not. I'm staying here.
Sinbad?
Yeah?
Will you just come here a minute, please?
What's up?
She won't get out of bed.
Isn't she well?
We've got another meeting with the solicitor this afternoon. She's got to get up.
Well, she can't if she's not well. It's nothing to do with the baby, is it?
There's nothing wrong with her.
Well, why won't she get up?
You could try asking me. I'm in the same room as you.
Why won't you get up?
Because I'm sick of the way everyone out there keeps looking at me, and I'm sick of them all talking behind my back. And the letters we keep getting, the lot, I'm just sick of it. We don't stand a chance in court, so there's no point going to see the solicitor.
Do you want something to eat?
No, I don't want anything to eat.
Morning, troops.
Hi, Dad.
Morning. I am looking for a couple of likely volunteers.
Oh, really? What are we volunteering for?
VE Day, 50th anniversary, street party. What do you say to us transforming the whole close? Flags, bunting, tables, chairs, food, fun and frolics.
Well, it sounds very ambitious.
Well, you'll both come along, of course, and Thomas and Alice. They'll have the time of their lives.
Yeah, well, we can't really not come when it's on our doorsteps, can we?
Excellent. I'm sure you'll have a great time.
What about you?
Well, I'd love to, of course, but we do have a lot of bookings in the restaurant next week.
That's a shame.
You're just trying to get out of it.
Well, yes, I suppose I am. I'm not sure it's proper that we should celebrate such a mass slaughter.
Oh, nonsense, Max. It's a celebration of endeavour and bravery and humility and victory.
Yeah, but where's it all going to end? I mean, we've had D-Day, now it's VE Day. I suppose we'll be having VJ Day. And then what? Suez Day, Maiden Day, Cyprus Day, Belfast Day.
Max, you could come just for Dad's sake.
Well, I don't see the point. Isn't it time we just let the past go?
Sorry you feel that way, Max. And I apologise for taking your support for granted. I shan't bother you with it again.
Jackie Dixon, I can't believe that.
Well, I can. She was in Preston the day before those sleeping pills were sent to us.
Yeah, from Preston, I know, but it still doesn't prove anything.
Well, when Mike went round to her flat, she was in the middle of writing another one.
Jackie Dixon. I'd never have had her down for something like that.
Sinbad, he caught her doing it.
Was he sure?
Well, she hid it quickly, but she looked very guilty about it.
Why would she do something as twisted as that?
I don't know. But I'm going to go and ask her.
Oh, hello, Ron. Checking up on our prices, are you?
Would I? Have you had one of these through your door this morning?
Oh, I haven't had a minute to check through the post yet.
Yeah, well, some lunatic has decided to hold a car boot sale out there on the parade.
How nice.
Nice? What do you mean, nice? We'll be overrun by scallies selling knock-off CDs and all kinds.
Oh, not necessarily. I'm sure decent traders wouldn't put up with that anymore. Anyway, it might bring a bit of extra trade in.
If I serve them. Jean, these people should not be allowed. They're not legitimate traders like us. They don't pay business rates. And you can bet your life that the taxman never gets a penny from them, or the VAT.
Oh, so you used to pay business rates on your van, then?
Oh, well, yeah. Well, all right. No, but that's different, isn't it? Anyway, I'm going to find out who's behind this, and I'm going to get it stopped by the council, or the police, if needs be.
Oh, excuse me. Is Carl around?
Well, he's a bit tied up with work. What do you need him for?
I just wanted to know if you had any joy with the beer suppliers.
Oh, doing you a private deal, is he?
He's organising the alcoholic beverages for next week's celebration.
Oh, right. What, wedding anniversary, is it?
No. We're setting up a street party on the close to celebrate VE Day.
Hey, that sounds good. I'll be round to that, kid.
I'm sorry, it's intended as a residents-only event.
Well, no problem. I mean, hey, who looks after Barry's house while he's away, eh? Moi? I'll come as a sort of stand-in Barry, eh? Like a good do, me. So what, has it got a war theme to it then, this party, or what?
Yeah, I suppose there will be a little dressing up in period kit, land army girls, that sort of thing.
Great. Hey, tell you what, I could dress Cracker up as one of those dogs of war or something, eh?
I think you'll find that's an allusion to an altogether different war, the Battle of Agincourt, as a matter of fact.
Oh, right, yeah, the Falklands, yeah. Well, never mind, we'll think of something. Won't we, Cracks, eh?
Excuse me, I need to work with Eddie Banks.
All right, then. Well, don't want the dog dare patrol on me back. Better get this one off before she disgraces herself on the pavement. Mind you, I have the same trouble with my Jackie. Come on.
All right, Davy. Still full steam ahead for the street party, is it?
Certainly is. We seem to have captured people's imagination, despite the anti-brigade whinging on.
Ah, well, you'll get them, whatever you try and organise. You've just got to do what you think's right, mate.
Absolutely. Can't expect to please all of the people all of the time, can we?
Still expecting the John Ashes?
I believe so.
Bit close to the trial for them to be seen out partying, isn't it?
Yes, I just hope we don't end up with tabloid photographers crawling all over the place again.
Not the way I look, mate. Rosie wants me done up like an ARP warden.
So is the VE Day party still on, then?
Yes, it is.
Oh, good. You'll be glad to know that both Mum and Sinbad will be there.
Well, that'll be good, won't it, Davy?
Yes, splendid.
Do you want the curtains opening?
No, thanks.
Do you want a coffee?
No, thank you.
Some cereal or anything?
No.
Well, is there anything you do want?
Just to be dead.
Oh, Andy.
Oh, well, I deserve to be, don't I? After everything I've done. Well, I disgust myself. I can't even face looking in the mirror.
What am I going to do with you, Annie?
We could still go off to Australia. To your mum. It's not too late for you to give yourself a new start.
Without you?
Well, I'm not going anywhere, am I? Might as well be dead as locked up for the rest of my life.
What about the little one growing inside you, eh? That's part of both of us. It's not something you can just decide about on your own.
Oh, it's just so hard facing up to things.
You wouldn't want to hurt the baby, though, would you? That'll be Beth. Come on, I'll make us all something to eat.
Staying here.
Well, you need to raise your press profile, really. Local papers, free sheets, local radio, even flyers under car windscreen wipers. Everything you can think of. Is this your idea?
Me, yeah. Well,
Right, Beth, where are you going?
Just sort Jackie Dixon out.
Beth, hang on a minute.
Free, but when you make your first million, remember who set you on the right road.
OK, bye.
thanks, Patricia.
I brought you this back.
What is it?
One of your sick letters.
You what?
We flushed the tablets down the toilet where you belong.
Hey, hang on a minute, lazy muck. I don't even know what you're going on about.
Don't come the innocent. Mike saw you writing another one.
Hey, come on.
You want to watch what you're saying, because whatever it is has got nothing to do with me.
It's been going on for weeks now and we're sick of it.
Beth, just leave it, will you, eh?
Have you any idea what you've been doing to my mum?
Oh, Mike saw the letter I was writing, but it was nothing to do with you or your mum.
Well, he said it was.
Well, what is it I'm supposed to have been sending you?
Oh, you know.
No, I don't, and I want to know what I'm going to accuse you.
Cool it, will ya?
Hey,
Let me go.
what's going on?
You've been getting all kinds of hate mail, sick stuff with razor blades in it and everything.
And you thought I was mental enough to do something like that? Thanks very much.
Is everything OK?
Hey, you want to watch who you're going around accusing you, all right?
It's all right, Dad. I'll sort this out, OK?
Well, let's go home.
No, hang on a minute. Do you want to know what I was really writing?
Yeah, we do.
I suppose you know how Michael's gonna lie for it in court. Pretends to be a witness for it.
Oh, Michael?
Yeah, and I'm the one who talked him out of it, so what?
Yeah, well, it wouldn't have mattered if you hadn't. Because I was writing to the judge to tell him that our Mike was gonna be lying. All right.
Come on, Jack, back off, eh?
Well, forget it, eh? Let's go.
I couldn't care less where she ends up. But I wasn't gonna let our Mike risk going to jail for her.
Hey, look, I'm sorry about all this, but she is under a bit of pressure this week with the trial coming up and that.
Yeah. Look, we throw away the key.
So, did you find a new hiding place for your dirty money?
I said I would, didn't I?
Somewhere in the club?
No.
That's all I need to know, as long as it doesn't get linked to me.
Carl, listen. Can't we just forget that you saw me with some cash?
No. It's drug money. It's way beyond the law what you're doing.
Listen, don't come the moral majority with me, son.
So I just pretend to know nothing?
Hey, if you want to drive the baddies out of town, why don't you get yourself a cowboy hat and a sheriff's badge? Otherwise, if you need a bit of cash to keep things to yourself, I can fatten your wallet on a regular basis.
I wouldn't touch your money.
We're made here working for Barry. Why ruin a good thing, hmm? We can both mind our own business and still work together, can't we?
I'll mind my own business. But only because I need this job, and I don't see why I should jack it in because of you.
Oh, sorry to intrude. Only the girl at the bar said to come straight through.
Yeah, come in, Bing, come in. Need Carl, do you?
Yes, I just wondered whether you'd had any joy sorting out the beverages for next week.
Oh, yeah, no problem. My mate said he'd sorted some good stuff.
Oh, that's splendid. Thanks.
See the sort of service you get here, Bing, eh? We work well as a team, don't we, Carl?
Name it again. Teamwork.
Learned that in the army, I suppose.
See, the thing is, when Barry's away, he likes us to run this place together. So we sort of depend on each other. Look after each other, don't we, Carl? Mate.
Did you want anything else?
Well, there was one other thing. It's a bit outlandish, really, but,
Hey, come on, spit it out, spit it out. I'm sure Barry'd want us to lend our support.
Well, it's just that knowing you have such good connections with the military, just to make our street party that little bit more special and to have, as it were, a centrepiece for the whole event, I wondered if you could possibly manage to get us a tank.
A tank?
Well, it doesn't have to be a real one. One of those inflatable jobs they use on exercises would do.
I thought you were going to ask for a bottle of wine as a raffle prize or something.
What, do they have tanks just lying about like?
Am I asking the impossible?
Well, I don't know. I wouldn't know where to start. I mean, I'm not in the army anymore.
Bing, if it can be done, rest assured Jimmy and Carl will sort it.
How?
Teamwork. Partner.
She's still in bed.
Yeah, I know. I can't shift it at all, and anything I do say just seems to wind her up more.
Well, we can't just leave her there.
We can't drag it out by the hair.
Sinbad, I'm sorry about what happened before with Jackie Dixon.
Well, it's done now. Forget it, eh?
Well, it's not as if I can blacken the family name anymore, is it?
Well, I sympathise, but I think you should cool down a little bit, you know, just until you get the full facts.
Did you believe her?
I think I did, yeah.
So did I. I was just so convinced it was her. I don't know what to think now.
Well, we might never know, I suppose.
Well, I'm still sure that it's someone from around here. Someone who I know.
Well, who else is against us?
Or against me. Someone who hates me more than Jackie Dixon does. The moral crusader himself. David Crosby.
And they were actually brawling on the close.
Practically. If you'd asked me, Bing, there's something dead wrong with them Jordashes, and I reckon that we're going to find out all sorts of goings-on once it gets to court.
So, what's all this run? A free offer with every packet of smokes?
Now, don't mock. These are glorious representations of this country's one-time military might. Back in the days when the great in Great Britain meant something.
I'm impressed.
Yeah, these, I'm proud to say, Bing, were won by my very own father. And it's good to have a military man like yourself to appreciate them, I can tell you. It's not that long since our Michael tried to flog him off to buy himself a new electric organ or something.
Younger generation, eh? No idea of how much pain was suffered on their behalf.
Very true. I was dead lucky to get him back, you know. So, what do you think?
Well, they go very well with the rest of the decorations. It's a nice touch.
Mind you, bet your old fellow won twice as many as those, eh?
Well, I wouldn't say twice as many.
Now, come on, Bing. No need to be modest. Coming from an old military family like yours, eh? You must have been weighted down with them. I could just imagine him, you know. Bet he was a major, right?
Yes, he was a major.
Local regiment?
As you would expect.
Killed in action, was he?
Yes, he was, killed in the war.
Which campaign was that, Bing?
Well, his work was a bit, hush-hush, you know.
Oh, special ops?
Sort of. Look, Ron, the thing is, I was just a boy when he was killed, and, quite honestly, I don't really like to...
Oh, right. Sorry, mate, never gave it a thought. Must have been a big loss to you, eh?
Never got over it, I suppose. Growing up without your father leaves a big hole in your life.
Yeah, I can imagine. It's not that long since my old fella died. Not in battle, like. No, on the run from too many women, actually. Anyway, I still expect him just to walk in here one day, large as life. I hope this lot hasn't upset you too much.
Oh, no, not at all. I mean, they're your personal memories, Ron. No. Loyalty, patriotism, national pride. Forgotten virtues these days.
I hope you're going to join in the spirit of the event.
I hate dressing up.
It's only a bit of fun. Surely you can drop the suave, sophisticated act for a couple of hours.
We'll see. What are you going as?
Finally decided I'll go as a land army girl.
Oh, you'll look great with a bunch of carrots and a pitchfork.
And my wellies. I tried to persuade your father to go as Churchill, but he wasn't having any.
Oh, that? No, certainly not. I wouldn't want he thought I was mocking the great man.
So, what are you going as, then?
Oh, I haven't decided yet. Oh, I've just had Ron Dixon showing off his father's war medals to me. He's made a display in the shop, photographs of his father, the lot.
Are we going to dig out any old photos of Grandad? Would be nice to have them out for the street party.
I'm not sure that we have one of him in uniform.
Well, what about medals? Did he win any awards?
Well, he did his bit, of course, but, he wasn't the sort of person to go chasing after gongs.
You know, Dad, I've always been surprised that you didn't talk about him more. Not like you.
Well, I was very young when he died, only 12, so, the details are a bit sketchy.
Oh, you know the Echo are going to bring out a special commemorative edition. Well, they might want pictures of forgotten heroes.
Oh, I shouldn't think so, Patsy, my love, no. My father was fortunate enough to be buried with full military honours, not some nameless body on a battlefield somewhere. No, he had his moment of glory. Let's leave it at that, shall we?
OK, just thought it might be nice to celebrate the family hero.
Well, quiet prayer to his memory. That should be celebration enough.
Dad.
Hey, hang on, what's this?
It's called publicity. Patricia Barnum suggested it.
What? She suggested ordering a car boot sale out here in front of the shops?
No, she said put the flyers on the cars as well as through the doors.
Oh, did she now? Right. Well, you can just give these back to whoever's organising it and tell them that we don't need a car boot sale round here, taking away off our trade. Thank you very much.
Dad, will you put them back? I'm the one organising it.
You?
Me, yeah.
Here?
Here, yes, no big deal.
When?
Dad, read your leaflet. That's what they're for.
Maxie, have you read this?
Oh, no, that can't be happening, I'm sure. Who's behind this?
My darling daughter here, and your missus has been egging her on.
No, there must be some mistake.
Oh, yeah? Well, you try getting through to her, because I can't. I'm just their father.
Jackie.
Problem?
Yes, this car boot sale idea, I don't think it's on, really.
Oh, it is, yeah. End of the week, see?
Oh, no, what I mean is, I don't think Barry will be too keen, you know, him being the honour of the parade.
Well, he's away, isn't he? And I don't think he'd kick off anyway.
You know you're setting yourself up in direct competition with your father and my wife at the gift box.
It's only a one-off, and people are bound to go in the shops as well as round the cars. You'll be minted.
You're doing well there, Maxie.
I'm following up on your advice here.
Well, I'm thinking of negotiating for a percentage of your profits next time.
No, I can't believe you're encouraging this.
Well, I wish I'd had that energy at her age. She's using her initiative. You should be very proud of her.
Yes, well, like it or not, you can't operate a street market without a licence.
It is not a street market, it's a boot sale, so I don't need a licence.
Well, actually, I think you'll find that you do.
Well, actually, I think you'll find that I don't, because I phoned the council and they said no problem. So it's happening, OK?
Any chance of a smile? That's better.
I was thinking of my poor father, the war hero.
Yes. Patricia certainly seemed very keen to know more about him. I felt for you then, I really did.
I hated lying to her like that, but I didn't know what else to do.
Don't you think she deserves to know the truth?
Can't we just let her go on thinking he was a hero instead of... Oh, I don't know.
Look, it may not have seemed as though he was a hero at the time, but what he did must have taken an enormous amount of courage. It must have done.
I can't see Patricia thinking that. She was all for having his picture in the newspaper. Jean, do you think I ought to step down from organising this street party?
Of course not. Anyway, the troops will be expecting their glorious leader to lead them gloriously, which you will do, and that's an order.
A tank?
That's what he wants.
God, blimey. Al Bing's gone plough a man over the street party. I thought I was going for it in a big way, getting this lot out. What did you say?
I didn't say anything. It's that embarrassing with him. He's convinced I was some big hero in the army. I haven't got the front to tell him I did a run.
Ah, well, you did what you did, lad. That's all done and dusted now.
And that's the way I want it to be. I've got a job now. Barry seems to rate the way I'm doing it. It's my chance to give Becca some kind of start, isn't it? It's starting to feel good, you know.
So you should, son.
Yeah, I don't know. But with everyone going on about VE Day and what the war was like, and how everyone was a big hero, it doesn't make me feel very proud of myself.
Now, Carl. There's no need to go raking through all that lot again. Just let him think what he wants.
Yeah, I suppose. But who's gonna give an army dessert to a tank?
Listen, don't you worry, son. I'll get on to some of my LTA mates, and if there's a tank to be had, we'll have it, OK?
Good afternoon, Mrs. Jordash. This is your alarm call. Time to get out your pit.
What's going on?
Just rallying the troops.
Right, well, I'll go run a bath for it then.
I don't want a bath.
Oh, come on now. Rise and shine. Let's be having you. Don't be shy.
I don't want to get up.
Man, I've heard too much of this. I don't want to get up nonsense. Now, come on. You'll feel better once you've had a bath and you've done your hair. Come on.
Wakey, wakey.
Shake a leg.
I want to stay here.
Oh, come on, man. You've got to get up and face the world. Come on, if we're going to go down, at least let's go down fighting. Come on. Oh. OK.
Yeah.
Is that for us?
Yes.
Oh. Did you enjoy your day out in Preston on Tuesday? I heard you went.
Yes, that's right. Well, enjoy is hardly the word. I was press-ganged.
We had a letter from Preston.
Oh? Well, that's just a note about the street party we're organising.
Is that your writing?
Yes, of course. What's all this about?
You all right there, Bing?
Yes, I think so.
And is that your writing?
Nothing like my writing. Would you mind telling me what this interrogation's all about?
It's a letter that came here from Preston.
Well, whatever the problem, I can assure you I sent no letters from Preston. I didn't even go near a postbox.
And can you prove it?
I give you my word. What does this letter say?
It's not the first one that's come here, you know. They've been getting death threats, hate mail, all kinds of stuff.
People saying they hate us and that we should kill ourselves.
You honestly thought that I was capable of sending you vicious, sick hate mail?
Well, you've made no secret about the way you feel about me, have you?
I'm astonished. I'm astonished and appalled. I can't believe what I'm hearing.
We're sorry,
I mean, Jean and I are on your side, for God's sake.
Well, who is sending them then?
I don't know, Beth. I just don't know.
Well, it's someone from round here who hasn't got the guts to show the face. Well, you can do what you like because we won't be scared away because we're innocent. Sinbad.
Right hand down, right hand down. Hey, come on, right hand down. Come on. Come. Whoa, I'll do ya.
What's this made of?
Can't have a do without a drop of the old pop now, can we?
Excuse me, but when you lots have quite finished going AWOL, we shoot deserters in the Brookside Brigade, you know.
Do you fancy a brew, love?
Yeah, all right.
Come on. See you in a bit, Dave.
See ya.
Tremendous show, Carl. Well done. I mean, this is an ideal centrepiece for our celebrations. We're going to have a job finding a secure place for this lot, though, aren't we?
Barry's garage. It's all alarmed. Jimmy's getting the key for us.
Always the way. If you want a job properly done, get a military man onto it. Oh, no. Surely not. I don't believe it. No, you better get rid of this lot. Take it away. No, get rid of it. Please, the lot.
What's up?
I'm surprised at you, Carl. It's an insult to every British soldier that died in the war.
What's wrong with it?
Well, can't you read? It says brewed in Germany. We can't celebrate VE Day with German beer. No, you just get rid of it. Get rid of the lot now, please.
Oh, we're setting up for the party. Looks like the ale's arrived. Fancy going down and joining in?
Oh.
What's up? Did you feel a kick?
No, it was more like a little flutter.
Yeah.
I'm starting to show.
Well, pregnant women have a habit of doing that, you know.
I'm going to start growing out of all my clothes soon.
Well, we'll get you some new ones.
Oh, what, like something fetching and grey with little arrows all over it? Go on, go out and help if you want.
Nah, I'm not really in the party mood. Besides, I want to save all my energy for when the judge says not guilty.
In your dreams.
Hey, you, none of that negative stuff. I told you. From next Monday on, from the minute we step inside that court, it's positive thinking all the way.
Oh, you're a real fighter. Don't know what I'd do without you.
Well, you wouldn't be looking for maternity clothes for a start. Come, Ed.
Where?
You want to buy you some new gear?
I might end up wearing prison clothes. There's no point till after the trial.
Well, that could be weeks, the solicitors have said. And besides, you'll be bursting at the seams by then. And you've got to think about the baby, remember? Come on.
Hi, Banksy. What's all this? Ale for the street party?
We're supposed to be. The only problem is, it's all German.
Well, don't be worrying about that. I'll drink anything, mate.
Yeah, the Mad Major won't have German beer to celebrate the end of the war with, and I can't send it back because the fella won't do it on sale or return.
No bother. Offload it here. Then when the owl fella isn't hanging round, we'll soak the labels off. I mean, who's going to know, eh?
Apart from me and you.
And don't forget, Careless talk costs lives.
Hiya. Right. God, where are you all coming from? I know, it's brilliant, isn't it? I didn't expect this many. Good publicity, eh? Yeah. Listen, would you do us a big favour? Yeah, all right. What? We start going round collecting a bit of money, please. Oh, yeah, thanks. Can you start making your way down to the end, please? Petrol station on the left, car booth on the right under the sign. Thank you. Yeah, keep going. Straight up. Round the corner, please.
We'll shop till we drop, eh?
Oh, no, I dread that sound.
It's from your solicitor. Do you want me to open it?
Yeah.
Right, let's have a look.
Do you think they stopped sending the hate mail, whoever it was?
Who knows? Let's not think about that, eh?
Oh, look. All the neighbours are out putting flags up. I don't want them all staring at me.
Well, I am definitely not taking you out of here with a blanket over your head. You've nothing to be ashamed of. Be proud. And you're the woman who stood up to... well, you know...
a man who would have killed me and my daughters.
Right. Do you want to arrange for you and Beth to see a psychiatrist this week as a matter of urgency?
What for?
To help us construct our defence case in full. What do you think that means?
I don't know. I thought psychiatrists looked after sick people.
Well, the solicitor must know what they're doing. So come on, keep your head held high. I'll be right with you.
How much is this? $3.50.
I can't afford that, I'm broke.
Oh, do you want to make some money?
Doing what?
Has your dad got a bucket? Well, I've got some cloths and brushes here. If you don't mind a bit of hard work, you can start asking people if they want the cars cleaned. I just think people would. That's worth asking, isn't it?
Well, how much ought to charge?
£2, it'd be fair, I reckon.
Yeah, but would you be making a percentage of that?
Too right. We're not a charity. 25% will do.
Come on, let's make some dosh.
Oh, all right, good for go.
Going well, Liz. Good planning, see?
It's not like having a steady job, though, is it?
No, I've already had a steady job. I mean, I did everything right in that leisure centre, and then they knocked me back for promotion. I'm better off doing stuff like this.
So you handed your notice in, then?
No, I'm just on the sick for now, see how things go. If I can get these going regular, I'll be minted. Come do the next one with me as well.
Oh, it depends how I am for time. I'm just worried I'm not doing enough college stuff with looking after your aerobic sessions and this as well.
Oh, you're coping. If you start feeling the pressure, just come and have a word.
Hi.
Oh, yeah?
Hope my car's going to be all right.
Oh, I'll keep an eye on it, and I'll get the lads to give a free wash down for you, so to pay me dues for your publicity advice.
Well, you've obviously worked very hard. You've got some quite nice stuff here.
I have, yeah. It's cheap, but quality. I mean, I know I shouldn't be flogging proper gear, like, but seeing as I'm running things, who's going to complain?
Doesn't your dad mind the competition?
Oh, we'll survive.
See you, sure. Hiya.
Hi.
This is a turn-up. I expected one man and his dog, not this lot.
Yeah, has it brought any extra business?
Nothing special, no. Might pick up before the day's out.
Yeah. Well, better go see how Mum's getting on.
We'll see you at the street party, I expect, won't we?
Oh, yeah, I think Dad would feel rather let down if I didn't go.
Oh, have you decided what you're dressing up as?
Well, actually, I hadn't planned on dressing up at all.
Oh, well, hey, listen, me and Rosie Banks are going as the Andrews sisters. You could come as the third sister.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, go on, we'll sort you out with the cosy.
Well, I was only going to go along for a few minutes.
Oh, it's only a bit of fun, isn't it? You'll love it, and it'll make your dad's day.
Oh, all right. Count me in.
Have you asked Rosie yet?
Asked her what, love?
Whether I can join her and Jackie as the third Andrews sister.
Oh. Are you sure that's not too heavy for you, love?
I've been eating for two, don't forget. I'm stronger than I normally am.
Rosie, have you got a sec, love?
Yeah?
Listen, you know, for this street party, are you and Jackie Corkle still going as the Andrews sisters?
Yeah, that's right.
Well, there was 3 Andrews sisters, wasn't there?
Who was there?
Oh, yeah, of course there was, yeah. You know, all this 3-part harmony lark. Well, I was wondering what you think of Bev standing in as your third sister. I mean, she sings as well. To be honest with you, Rose, she's feeling a bit left out of things. You know, with her being of the younger persuasion.
Of course, yeah. Don't see why not.
Thanks, love.
We're having a get-together round ours in Jackie's lunch hour. If you can get over, then we'll talk outfits.
Oh, that'd be great. We'll have rehearsal as well, eh?
So listen, is all this ale off the fella you've got supplying the club?
Yeah.
Or the same fella who just drives van loads of the stuff through customs?
That's the one.
Well, is it any good or what?
It better not be.
Well, listen, don't you think we should try it? I mean, we don't want the party ruined because of lousy ale, do we?
Be a few less labels to scrape off.
Top idea. Drink one, scrape one. Drink one, scrape one.
Have I died and gone to heaven?
I'll tell you what, kid. If it's illegal, we better start supping the evidence.
I would have loved one of them when I was a nipper.
It's lovely, isn't it?
That won't fit me. Besides, it's not my colour. We're going to have to start talking about the possibilities for the baby, aren't we?
Well, the solicitor said the chances are that they'd let me keep the baby in prison, especially if I was breastfeeding. But even then, you wonder how long they let it stay with me and how desperate it would be when it had to be taken away. I mean, it's so hard knowing what to do.
Well, they must have some kind of special units for mothers and babies, mustn't they?
What's an innocent little baby done to be born in such a terrible place? I mean, what do they put on the birth certificate? Born in prison, mother's occupation convict.
I'll be there for both of you. I'll live for that baby, man. I'll work till I drop. And I'll make sure that it knows all the best things in the world about you.
I'm going to hate this week. And I'll be counting every minute of every hour until we're up in court.
I'm going to be biting my nails waiting to be called as a witness. I should be up there with you.
No, you shouldn't.
I can't stand the thought of you and Beth taking all the blame. I feel like I'm letting you down.
You're not. You had nothing to do with it. Look, it's bad enough for me and Beth, but I couldn't stand it if you were going to end up with us. Behind bars for life.
Won't happen, man. Believe me, it won't happen.
See, the thing about your beard is, right? It's just another drug, only it's legal.
I hate being split up from my little girl, you know.
Then you've got your landlords all around the country, right? Raking it in, cashing it in, raking it in from selling the ale, and nobody persecutes them, do they? No, because it's your poor old what's-its, drug dealers who take all the flack. I mean, who decides what's legal?
Becca, she's called. I'd do anything for my little Becca, you know. Anything.
Then you've got your drug squads, right? Drug squads, plates. But you don't hear anything about the ale squads, do you?
Becca needed an heart transplant. Tonight, I'd be there. Her life for mine.
Mind you, you know.
I'd do that.
You know, most of the busies I know, they'd all be fighting to get on the our ale squad because they love the stuff, them. Do you know that? They love it.
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm blooded. I'm going for the kid.
Hey, kidsy, I know where you are. Have one
No.
last one. Come on, go on, go on, go on, get it down, yeah.
Oh, go on, Are they still putting them stupid flags up?
Looks like it.
It's a load of garbage, this D-Day. It's just one big sick joke.
It's a good excuse for the do, though.
They won't be seeing me there. I did me stints in uniform. Couldn't stand them. They'd be on your back all the time. Best thing I ever did getting out. Did the runner, you know.
Hey, listen. I had this girl once, right, Kathy. Loved the girl, Her lads is the runner from the army, you know. And they hounded him like an animal. Hounded him like an animal.
Same with me. They dragged me down. They hounded me. They dragged me back. I can't handle this. I gotta get him. See you later.
Yeah, all right. I'll see you, matey. Go on, you're all right. See you, mate. Hey, partner, never mind, mate. Partner.
Got your order to dinner, has she?
Oh, she's a real slave driver.
Yeah, that's my girl. Takes after her dad, don't you, love? In more ways than one. Well, I was going to buy a few bits and pieces, but I don't see anything that I don't already sell in my own shop. 20 yards away. How can you sell the same gear as me this cheap?
Well, I keep my overheads down. See, I told ya. Slave labour. Nothing you fancy then? See, he won't even support his own daughter.
I thought I'd finished doing that when you left home. Oh, give us some of these clocks then. At least they're only a couple of pence off my price.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hiya.
Hiya.
Look how small this is.
Oh, God, makes me feel all warm inside.
I can't believe we're going back to having one this size. Hey, remember when our Lee was this small? Used to hold him at one hand.
Look at him now, eh? What are you doing there, Lee?
Oh, yeah. We're washing cars for Jackie.
Well, I hope she's paying you.
Well, she's taking a cut on most of them, but she's making us do this one for nothing.
Well, she sat there twiddling her thumbs.
She's the organiser.
Typical management. Hey, I hope you're not exploiting my lad here.
Hey, no one's forcing them to do it. Got any complaints? They know where I am.
She's no fool, is she? Getting the kids to make money for her.
They'll learn. Just watch what you can see, OK?
Good turnout, eh?
Yeah, look at them all. Think they're getting a bargain just because it's cheap and cheerful. There's us trying to create a tasteful atmosphere in the shop and no one will spend because they think they're being ripped off.
Well, there's no justice, I'm afraid.
Yeah, perhaps I should start selling all our stuff from the back of a car boot.
Why not?
Oh,
see? Ron's gonna love that in his living room.
So then, when do we start practicing for our Andrew Sister songs?
Oh, I think it'll just be the fancy dress we'll do.
Oh, what's to be singing, Coach?
Yeah, well, let's sort that later. Look, we're meeting round ours to talk cos. He's in a bit if you can make it.
All right, I'll be there. See you later.
All right, ta-ra. Carla.
Oh, well.
Ta.
Have to watch the pennies soon when you finish, mate.
I won't be finishing for ages, yeah. Thanks, love.
Yeah, but you won't be doing it for much longer, will you? I mean, because I've never seen a pregnant Saturday lady.
They move you to desk jobs. And anyway, I'll be going back to work when I've had the baby, won't I?
Oh, I see. Still on that one, eh? So, just who is going to look after this baby when it's born?
Well, there are such things as nurseries, you know.
I got Al Michael to blow them up for me. What do you think? He looks well, me Al fella, doesn't he?
You must be very proud of him, Ron.
Yeah, pity he can't be with us. Hey, listen, you know, for this street party thing, well, we don't have anybody coming that was actually in the war fighting, do we?
No, suppose not.
No, and they're the people it's supposed to be all about. So I was thinking, why don't we invite a few of the old codgers down from the Legion? They'd love a day out listening to stories of your dad's daring deeds.
Ah, but we wouldn't want to overexcite them, would we, Ron? Anyway, I'm sure they've got something of their own organised.
I've got a bit of a special offer on myself for the big day.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Any of my older customers that can bring in their original ration books, I'll sell them the shopping at 1945 prices.
That's remarkably generous.
Don't you believe it? He's not that stupid. How many people kept the ration books? I bet he won't even get one brought in. Gonna go on my lunch now. Only I'm due around at Rosie's, you know, to sort out our costumes.
Yes, thank you.
See you later.
Hey, listen, if you've got any photos of your old fella in uniform, we could put them up side by side.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, come on, Bing. Show off the local community some military past.
No, you see, Ron, my father was an officer, and it really wouldn't do to have him on parade with the other ranks, so to speak.
Yeah, Bing, but listen, if my old fella would have been after, you know, yours was, I'd be getting them a spread in the local paper and everything.
No, you must understand, Ron. My father was a bit of a stickler for military protocol and standards.
Yeah, all right, Bing, but all I'm saying is...
No, I'm sorry, Ron. Look, I've got a bit of planning to do, so if you'll excuse me.
Yeah, it's all right, Bing.
I've come to see you, Sin.
Well, that's very good of you, mate, but it's not the best of times, though, is it?
Yeah, I know that, but, you know, I just want to stand by you in your darkest hour.
Staggered by me, you mean, don't you?
Aye, man, how are you, love? Just come to see if my old mate here wants to have a little bit of a bevy with me, eh? Hey?
Like you should be drinking strong coffee, not more beer.
Man's very nice of you. Thanks very much. Wouldn't have a little butty as well, would you? I'm starving.
Hey, want coffee, then you're out of here, all right?
Hey. Oh, Billy used to live here.
Yeah, I know, you've told me. Yes, you've told me loads of times, come on.
Oh, Billy and Dory.
I know, come.
Here we all are, then.
Brookside's answer to the Andrews sisters.
But there was only 3 of them. There's 4 of us.
You see, I didn't realise you were counted in. I thought it was just me, Rosie and Jackie.
Just thought it was me, Rosie and Jackie. One of us is going to have to drop out.
Well, I'm quite looking forward to it now, actually.
It can't be me. I've told loads who I'm coming as.
Hey, hang on. What are we like, eh? Who's going to be bothered if there's 4 of us dressed up the same? I mean, who's going to know?
Exactly.
My lads will come through. Promise I'll keep my eyes shut.
We haven't started getting changed yet.
Oh, shame. Excuse me.
Eddie, how many Andrews sisters were there?
Oh, not sure now. 3, was it? No, hang on. 4, wasn't it?
They are. See, no one will know. We're sorted.
Yeah, but you can't do a 3-part harmony with 4 of us.
Oh, shame. Well, let's not bother with the singing, eh? Let's just go for looking gorgeous.
Do you think a black coffee's going to be enough to wake him?
I'll throw it over him if I have to.
I can't believe the price of maternity wear.
Neither can I.
I don't remember them costing this much when I was carrying Bethel Rachel.
Hi.
We've been out buying maternity wear. What do you think?
Oh, that's nice. What's he doing here?
Don't ask. He's legless.
I got you this from the car boot sale. What do you think?
All right. What for?
Well, it's for this V-Day party. I thought you'd make a good Churchill with the right costume.
So that's what you think of me, eh? Crusty old duffer with a big belly.
A natural born leader of men, I thought.
Ah. All I offer you is blood, sweat, soil and tears.
Do you think I should wear this when I go to see the psychiatrist?
Yeah, if you feel like it. Wear this or no?
Oh, yeah, why not? Let them think I'm a complete head case.
Well, who's going to see a psychiatrist?
We are. The solicitors want us to.
What for?
To help put the defence case together, they said.
We shouldn't have to have a psychiatrist report. We should just be able to plead self-defence.
Well, they are the professionals. They must know what's best.
It's so unfair. Why can't we just go in there and tell the truth rather than having to pretend we're insane or something?
Maybe I was insane.
Mum?
Well, why don't we just go and hear what they have to say, eh?
You weren't insane. We killed him because we were terrified for our lives. We did it to defend ourselves, not because we're mad.
Right, Dad.
Yes. I was just thinking of all the young men that didn't come home and their devastated families and the thousands of people that died in the Blitz. Women, children. War. What a desperate waste of humanity.
Never again, they said at the time. There's still wars the whole world over.
I don't know what the options are, Patsy. I don't know whether things will ever change. Still, mustn't get maudlin, must we? And when we're just about to have a party.
Hey, are you sure we haven't got a photograph of Grandad in his Major's uniform? It would be really nice to have it on show.
Well, I did search through everything and I just couldn't manage to find one, I'm afraid.
You're going to let Ron Dixon get one up on you?
Well, it isn't a competition, is it?
Oh, I know, but he was such a hero. It would be nice to celebrate his memory. And that's what 50th anniversaries are for.
Let's just let the past rest, shall we, Patsy? Please?
Do you want any more coffee?
Nah. Oh, God. My head feels like Phil Collins has been let loose in a bin lid factory.
Yeah, I've got a split headache and I've had no iron.
Yeah, well, you know what that is, don't you? Pressure, you're letting it get to you.
You know, it's Mandy and Beth this week. Everyone's on edge. The clock's ticking down to the big one in court next week. Will they go down, won't they? It's a tough time coming up, Jim.
Do you remember ages ago? That night I found you digging out here. Was that anything to do with... well, you know him, Trevor?
Don't ask, Jimmy. Especially if there's a judge around.
Judges. Don't be putting your trust in them. Listen, I'm sorry to say it, mate, but, you know, if you want my opinion, your Mandy doesn't stand a cat and hell's chance.
Well, cheers, Jim. Thanks for your support.
Only being realistic, Sin, because you're a mate. But from where I'm looking, as a man with experience of judges, busies and courts, the way I see it, there's nothing down for her. Or here, Beth. Lock 'em up and throw away the key. That'll be the story.
Yeah, well, I'll stand by them, whatever.
Hey, you want to put Plan B into action? Do a runner with it.
No chance. I've got my own plan. I'm going to ask her to marry me before the trial.
Ah, Mr. Corkhill, would you mind helping out at the bar, please?
You are? I've got to be somewhere else. I've got a party to get ready for.
You say, hang on, it's only 10 minutes of your time, and I mean, everyone's helping out, doing their bit, and you did insist on an invitation.
Yeah, everyone's doing their bit, except you.
I beg your pardon?
You! Dishing out the orders like some flaming what's-it, Tin Pot Hitler.
Dare you? Today of all days.
Save it! I've got to be somewhere else. I'm getting me coat.
You wretched Philistine.
Don't worry about it, Dave. I'll sort the bar, OK?
Thank you, Eddie. That's very decent of you. You see, that's what it's supposed to be today. Helping out and pulling together.
Yeah, just like the good old days, eh?
Indeed.
It doesn't seem like that. There's nothing to eat except corned beef and spam butties.
Lest we forget, Rachel, lest we forget.
You are?
Those years of hardship and sacrifice and sharing. But we couldn't afford to lose, you see. We had to defeat fascism.
Makes you think, doesn't it? What it'd be like today if Hitler had won?
Hardly bear thinking about.
And it's all down to people like Grandad, who'd be very proud of you if he was alive today.
Yeah, suppose we forget we owe all the fellas like your dad. And Ron's.
They were heroes, weren't they? We owed them our freedom, mate.
He sounds dead brave, your dad.
Indeed he was, and I am very proud of him. But this is a day of celebration, and we're here to enjoy ourselves. Don't let's dwell on the past too much.
Yeah, that's right. I'll go and sort that bar.
Come on, Rachel. Let's go and get the carrot.
Yeah, I'll go and check on my shortbread. Back in a tick.
I'll
try and bring
this nut out.
There's room for a couple of little ones down the end there.
Well, thanks, Ron, but we do have adequate seating.
Oh, you don't understand, mate. I've got some extra guests coming.
Extra guests?
Yeah, just a couple of lads from the Legion. Real old troopers, you know, fought in the war.
But we...
Bing, don't worry, they'll behave themselves.
But, Ron, this is highly irregular. We've only catered for a certain number.
Oh, Dad, don't be such a stick in the mud. What difference does a couple of extra people make? Anyway, if they're old soldiers, surely that's what this is all supposed to be about.
Exactly. The more, the merrier. And it's what our old fellas would have wanted, isn't it, Bing, eh? Everyone free to come down and enjoy themselves. That's what they fought for. Freedom. Our freedom. That's what the likes of our dads died for.
Oh, my God. You gave me the fright of my life, then. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
You are?
Up there, what are you after?
Nothing.
Oh, I am. What's that then, Scotch miss?
Oh, these? Oh, sorry, didn't I say? It's a bundle of used tenors.
You are?
Are you really as daft as you look? The napkins, aren't they, for the street party? Barry put a load of party gear up there after the do.
Oh, right, I see.
Anyway, what is it with you and this loft, eh? I mean, what are you getting so worked up about? You squatting up there?
I'm in charge of maintenance, aren't I, eh? And if you go putting your size 10s through that roof, who gets the blame? Soft dollies. So from now on, you want anything out of that loft, I'm your man. Because that is off limits to you, OK?
Suit yourself. Filthy animal.
Price of some of these?
I know, it's a good job I don't want anything fancy. Just something nice and plain, just in case.
In case what?
In case Mandy goes to prison. Well, a big mad diamond will be like a red rag to a bull, won't it? Some hard case will be right in there straight away and I'll have it off a finger in no time.
God, poor Mandy. She must be really going through it.
Yeah, I can say that again.
I've been there myself, haven't I? Threats of prison hanging over me. I mean, you just don't know what to do, son.
I know, I've had Jimmy filling me in on the finer details. It's no holiday camp.
What if the worst does happen? Got the baby on the way, haven't you?
Well, at least if we're married, it'll be official, and the baby will be my responsibility.
You bring the kid up on your toddler?
Yeah, no, I have to. Because I'm not dumping any kid of mine. I know what it's like not having proper parents. If Mandy's not around, then we'll just have to survive. Well, look at you. You managed to get it by, didn't you?
Times when it was a real struggle, though, Sin. Times when I don't know how we made it.
Yeah, but you made it. And despite all the heartache and whatever, you and the kids are still together. A proper family in a proper home. And let's face it, Mick, your kids couldn't want for a better dad.
Cheers, mate.
And anyway, if I have a problem changing the nappies, I'll know where to come, won't I? Come on, otherwise we'll miss the party.
Well, what do you reckon?
Oh, Jackie, you look knockout. Tell you, if my old fellow was still around, you'd bring back a few memories for him. Probably wouldn't have been able to keep his hands off you.
So, anyone turned up with a ration book, Chef?
No, who's going to hold on to ration books all this time? Just a publicity stunt, Jack. Get me gobbing a Mersey mart.
Look at you two.
Hello, Julia.
Hi, love.
Oh, now let me guess. It must be Bette Davis, those lovely eyes.
Supposed to be one of the Andrews sisters.
Oh, don't go sitting under the apple tree, eh? Oh, that brings back memories, that one. Aye, despite all the bombs and the rationing, there were still happy days, you know. I was only a teenager, of course. A teenager in love.
Ah.
Good old days, eh? You should have no problem guessing who I am, then.
Looks like you should be selling nylons out of a suitcase.
Hey, do you the deal, darling? 2 pairs for the price of 1.
I might have known. A spib, the lowest of the low.
All right, Julia, it's only a bit of fun, you know.
Fun? It was the likes of you that made our lives a misery. As if dodging Hitler's bombs wasn't enough to be putting up with.
Now, just hang on, will you?
There's no hope for you, Ron Dixon. It's in the blood. Just like that cheating father of yours.
No way. You're talking about a war hero there. Don't forget, he fought for the likes of you.
That's Cyril Dixon. Your dad.
Oh, yeah, he's camouflaged, didn't he, behind enemy lines? Like I said, a hero.
A hero? The man's a coward. The way he treated me, a liar, a cheat and a coward. Now, I'll take these if you don't mind.
You what?
Me ration book. World War II prices, I believe. Are you going to try and weigh me way out of that one as well?
You don't get much for 200 quid nowadays, do you?
Well, you said you wanted something plain, Sin.
Yeah, I suppose so. I just hope she doesn't knock me back now that I've forked out.
Nah, no chance.
Well, we'll soon know. I'm going to pop the question to her, the savvy, put a smile back on her face.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah, no time like the present. Going to get a special licence sorted out and get married this week.
Of course, you didn't get corned beef and tins during the war, you know. They needed all the metal to make the bombs.
Really fascinating. Tuppence. Tuppence again.
How are we going to carry that lot home? Treat myself to a taxi?
Taxi. You need an articulated lorry to shift this lot. And tuppence.
Only a couple of quid.
Oh, that's right. It's only money, innit? What the hell? Tuppence again. And again. Right. That's it.
That's 60 pence, please, Julia.
Oh, 12 bob. Mind you, that used to be a lot in those days.
Thank you, Julia.
Now, I'll leave these with you while I go and get myself a taxi.
Right. Bloody ration books. That poster's coming down now.
Oh, Aggie, you made it, and you brought the girls as well. Have you got your ration books, girls?
Hey, hang on, you what?
I thought I'd spread the word about your special offer. Do you a favour, like.
Oh, tar, Julia. Tar very much.
We shall fight them on the beaches.
What do you reckon?
I reckon this is stupid.
Oh, what?
Me getting dressed up and going to a party, I can't do it.
Oh, come on. It'll help to take your mind off things. It'll be a laugh.
A laugh? I'm going to court on Monday for murder.
I know.
How can I show my face out there? All those people talking about me, pointing, whispering. And I mean, what about the hate mail?
Well, what about it?
Well, if it is someone we know who's sending it, they could be there today.
Well, whoever it is sick. So just forget about them.
They're only saying what everyone else is thinking.
Oh, come on. That's a load of crap, Mandy. You know it is. There's loads of people out there on our side. There's the Crosbys, Mick, even Barry was. So come on. Show them you can still hold your head up high. Show them you're not ashamed.
I don't want to.
Well, Rachel's going to be there, you know. It could be your last chance to see her before next week.
I know. We should probably just ignore me anyway. That or insult me.
Look, man. I'm not going to pretend I know how you feel, because I don't. But I'm trying my best to understand.
I know you are.
And I really do think that just sitting here and worrying about something that might not even happen is going to do your head in. So I know you're not in the mood, but just for an hour, eh? Come on, forget about all this. Let's just get out of this place. Come on, for me. I mean, I want everyone to see us together as a couple. I want them to see how proud I am of you, how much you mean to me.
Just an hour.
Yes. And anyway, anyone gives old Winston and his girl any trouble, I'll give them the victory visa.
Jean?
Yes?
Well, how do I look?
Oh, very dashing.
Well, it's a very special day. One has to make an effort.
Even if it means lying to your own daughter about her grandfather.
Jean, please. Do you think I'm enjoying this any more than you are?
Why don't you just tell her the truth?
I'll get it.
How can I, with Ron Dixon banging on about his father?
Never mind about Ron Dixon. What about Patricia?
Do you really think I should tell her?
Dad, you look fantastic. Ah, I feel so proud of you. A major's uniform, just like Grandad's.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Aye, aye, it is. Can you get him?
Oh, doesn't he look smashing?
Why, thank you, ma'am.
Oh, the accent as well. Oh, I never could resist. I caught a GI myself once, you know.
Aye, you're a dark horse.
I'll be expecting a dance later. I'll show you how to jive.
Can't wait, Julie.
Oh, God, here comes Mr. Churchill. Have you seen who he's with? Jack the Ripper.
I don't know. Up from there the next week. She's got some bottles showing her face around here. I'll give her that. Hiya.
Hello.
Yeah, come and join us, Mandy. Sit next to Rachel.
No, Patricia's here. Sit somewhere else.
Marvellous. What are we supposed to talk about?
Don't know. It's a good job they've only got plastic knives. I think you should say a few words, Dad.
What? No, there's no need for that.
Well, just to remind everybody what today's all about. What Grandad fought and died for. Well, David?
Well, look, Patsy, there is something I want to tell you. It's a bit awkward, actually.
I know, Dad.
You do?
It's Grandad, isn't it?
Yes. You see, he...
I understand.
Really?
Of course I do. It's all too much for you, isn't it? I'm being silly. I got carried away. Just showing off, I suppose, because my granddad was a hero and I want everyone to know about it. Oh, of course there's no need for you to make a speech.
No, of course not. Will you excuse me?
Poor Dad. I better go and see if he's all right.
Ah, it's great doing it. Everybody dressed up like this. The old street party. Just like the good old days. It was a different country then.
Was that before they looked like some me and Aaron?
Now, hey, Mick, I wasn't talking about that. I was talking about society in general.
Oh, the good old days, eh, Don?
Exactly, Eddie. Spot on.
When there was no National Health Service, all sorts dying of TB and the like, people living in slums, getting crapped on at work.
Yeah, all right, all right. So some things have changed for the better.
You bloody right they have, mate.
Some things have gone a lot worse. I mean, in those days, you could leave your back door out without being worried about being robbed and that.
He's right, Ed. Your mum never locked the door when we were kids.
Yeah, you see, Eddie, people weren't all on the rob then because they didn't need to be. We never had it so good.
That was the 50s, Ron. The 40s were desperate. Julian will tell you.
He's right. What we suffered, I wouldn't wish on me worst enemy.
All right, Julia, so things were tough, but everybody pulled together then, didn't they? They got through. It was all about community and that spirit. But now, community, you need alarms, barbed wire, all kinds of things to keep the robbing gets out. There's druggies, smackheads.
Well,
Just get myself a drink.
Tell you, the world was a safer place then.
Say that again. All kinds of weirdos hanging around. I mean, the streets aren't safe anymore.
And it all started to go wrong when they did away with capital punishment. You want to hang people for robbing? I'm not saying that, Nick, am I? But for murder, yes. If you ask me, it's about time they brought back hanging.
Well, no one did ask you, did they, Ron? So just shut your gob, eh?
Hey, all right, Sim, that didn't mean anything. Flaming hell, they're touchy, aren't they?
Would you blame her? The poor woman's out of her mind with worry. The trial starts next Monday.
Poor cow.
Terrible. It's a crying shame. Of course, we'll have to go and watch. Show me support now.
Ah, here they are, at last. Alfie and the lads. Hey, Pat, have I got a surprise for you? Come and meet some of your granddad's old mates. They were in the same regiment as him.
You're going to have to tell her, you know.
I can't.
David, you must.
How can I?
You can't carry on living a lie like this. Look what it's doing to you.
She'll be devastated, Jean. She'll never forgive me.
David, you have got to tell her.
Mandy, you all right?
Leave me alone.
Mandy, what's up?
Just go away.
What?
Please, I want to be on my own.
But you must remember my grandfather, Major Crosby.
I'm sorry, love.
But Alfie, Bing said his dad definitely served in your regiment. Oh, here he is now. He'll put you straight.
Dad, this is Alfie Doyle.
Hello.
Major,
No, please.
in memory of your father, sir, I'm told he died in the war.
Yes, he did.
They are, Alfie. I told you he was in your regiment.
I'm sorry, there was no Major Crosby. I knew every man in the regiment like my own brother.
You must be mistaken.
No, Mr. Doyle's right, Patricia. Grandad wasn't in his regiment.
Well, which regiment was he in then?
Wasn't in any.
You said it was one of those top-secret jobbies, wasn't it? Come on, Bing. The war's been over 50 years. You can spill the beans. What was he up to, eh? Behind enemy lines, secret missions and all that?
He wasn't in any regiment because he wasn't in the army.
Dad!
He was a conscientious objector, Patricia. He refused to fight for his country.
He was a lily liver.
You said he died in the war.
He did. He was sent down the mines. He died in an accident.
God almighty. So he was a miner, not a major.
I'm sorry, Patricia. Excuse me.
I'll go after him.
I'm sorry, Alfie, mate. I had no idea his old fellow was a yellow belly.
Oh, my God.
I don't believe it. He's got to be joking.
Ezekiel!
Why didn't you tell me, Dad?
Sorry. I just couldn't.
Why wouldn't Grandad fight in the war?
Because he was a pacifist. He couldn't bring himself to kill, even for his country.
So he was willing to stand up for what he believed in, whatever the cost. He wasn't a coward.
Don't you think I tried telling that to the other boys at school every time they handed me a white feather, every time I got bullied and beaten up?
I had no idea.
It was a different era, Patsy. Being a conscientious objector in those days wasn't trendy. It was treason.
And you suffered for it.
Your grandfather put his principles before his family.
I'm sorry. So all the fuss today. Why bother?
I suppose I wanted you to be proud of him. What with Ron Dixon banging on about his father.
I am proud of Grandad. He stood up for something he believed in.
I didn't want you to suffer as I had. Have to endure the stigma.
Is that the only reason?
Other children had fathers who were killed in the war, and They at least had a hero to remember. Others had fathers who came back from the war and picked up where they left off. Me, I had neither.
But Grandad was a man of principle. He was a hero in his own way.
Pacifist? We were fighting fascism, for God's sake.
But he was fighting his own war. He was fighting for what he believed in. You don't have to bear arms. Look at the students in Tiananmen Square standing in front of the tanks, risking their lives for their beliefs. I mean, they're courageous.
You know I have nothing but admiration for those people.
Then isn't it time you started admiring your own father?
It must have taken a hell of a lot of guts. Come on. Let's go back to our party. Toast our hero.
God almighty, Jimmy, have some respect, eh?
Respect? He doesn't know the meaning of the word.
Behave, will you? It's only a bit of fun.
Fun? You didn't live through the Blitz, lad. German fuckers bombing us every night. You should be ashamed of yourself.
What bombed you, Chippy, did they?
Bit near the knuckle, isn't it, Jimmy? Swastikas and all that.
Hey, listen, if Freddie Starr can get away with it.
Freddie Starr's funny, mates. You're not. There's fellas here who fought in that war.
Don't mention the war.
Come on, someone put the music back on. Get the party going. Let's have a jive. Come on.
Jiving's out for you, my girl.
Since when?
Since I put you on the easy list. But you're all right for a slowie.
I'll put a slow one on. Me and Mick are going to have a dance.
Oh, forget the music, eh, Julia?
Well, what about our dance?
Some of the time.
Hey, I'll hold you to that. Right. We'll have a good old-fashioned sing-song instead. Come on, everybody. Let's hear ya. It's a long...
Toe rag, one shooting. Sorry about this, Alfie.
Hasn't had the ball.
Hey, so what do you reckon to me dad's medals then?
Where did he get them?
What do you mean, where did he get them? In the Second World War, of course.
These are from the Great War.
You what? The First World War, they can't be. He wasn't old enough to fight in that one.
Everything all right, Rob?
Yeah, thanks, Bing. But my old fella was a hero, Alfie. He was a legend. He was in the army. I've got the photographs. He fought for his country. He was willing to die for it.
What was his name again?
Cyril. Cyril Dixon.
Ah, yeah. Cyril Dixon, I remember him now. Down the Legion with his war stories.
God for that.
He was in the catering corps.
What? But he said he killed 15 men single-handed.
He did that, all right. He poisoned them.
You all right?
I should never have gone to that party. I told you.
Hey, I didn't know Ron Dixon was going to kick off, did
Why? Why did you make me go?
Because I thought it'd do you some good.
But you know how I feel about seeing other people at the moment.
Well, I just wanted to make it a day for you to remember.
Yeah, well, you did that all right.
Well, I've ruined it all now, haven't I?
Ruin what?
I was going to give you this.
I see.
See, that's why I wanted us to go to the party and make it a special day.
So what happens now?
What do you mean?
The ring.
Well, I got it for you, didn't I? And? Will you marry me?
I'd love to.
Oh, brilliant. Oh, I thought I'd blown it. Well, I tell you what we'll do, look. I'll get a special license and we can do it tomorrow.
No.
Why not?
Because I want us to have a proper wedding and a proper marriage. And we can't if they send me to prison.
Oh, yeah, take the ring.
No, I can't. Not until all this is over. But I'll marry you right after the trial, if I'm free.
And what if you're not free? What then?
A reminder that just for next week you can see Brookside every night on Channel 4 at 8:45 on Monday the 8th of May, then at 8:30 for the rest of the week.
a cup of tea.
Thanks. You sleep well?
Like a Belisha beacon. On and off all night.
Me as well.
As if you haven't got enough on your plate, eh? Without me trying to push you into getting married as well. What was I thinking of?
It's all right. I just wish I could say yes. I wish we could go and get married today, but...
Hey, come on. This time next week, eh?
Could be in prison.
Oh, has anyone seen my physiology book? I can't find it anywhere.
You going into college?
Oh, yeah, I've got an essay to finish. Oh, I've got it. I've got an exam at the end of the month, so I'm going to be stuck in the library all day. What's up?
I don't know, I just thought...
Because we're in court on Monday, I wouldn't be going into college.
Well...
Well, nothing. You can hang around here like a condemned woman if you want to, but I've got a life to lead, thank you. I'll get on my way out.
She's just wound up. We all are.
Yeah, I know.
It's Alison!
Hi. I just want a quick word with you all. Make sure you're well briefed for next week.
Looks like we had our own World War II here yesterday.
Yes, all in all, it was quite a day. Especially with that clown Corkhill doing his party piece.
That Alfie from the Legion put me straight about me old fella.
I'm sure he had his reasons, Ron. Just like I had mine for lying to you all about my father.
Yeah, well, you might have had your reasons, Bing, but the more I think about what your dad did, the more I admire him.
Really?
Well, sticking to his beliefs like that couldn't have been easy.
It was only an ordinary office work, you know. They sent him down a coal mine, miles from home, in the middle of nowhere. I don't know how he coped. I don't know how he did it.
Must have been a nightmare for him.
He was obviously a man of great principle and great courage.
Which is more than can be said for my old fella. He was a fraud and a con man, and I believed every bloody word.
Excuse me. Can I help you?
I'm looking for Rachel Jordash.
Ah, and you are?
I found these and Auntie Brennan!
Rachel, hello. I want to make sure that you're both absolutely clear how we'll be conducting the defence next week.
Yes, I think so.
Beth?
We tell the truth. That we were raped and beaten.
Yes. To show you were driven to do what you did. Now, in order to do that, we can't pull any punches. We've got to show Trevor for exactly what he was. A violent rapist.
Well, don't worry about that. I'll let the courts know exactly what it was like.
Mandy?
Yes, I tell them what I told the police. I tell them what Trevor did to me and Beth.
And what he did to Rachel.
Rachel?
We've got to tell them that Dad raped her. And that's one of the reasons we killed him, to protect her.
Look, I know it's not easy for you, Mandy, but we've got to be moving in the same direction if our defence is to work. We've got to paint as grim a picture of your life with Trevor as we possibly can. We've got to convince the jury that Trevor's physical, mental and sexual abuse so provoked you that you were pushed to breaking point. A point where you were no longer responsible for what you did. Well, that's basically what diminished responsibility is.
Diminished responsibility? That's a laugh. Getting rid of him was the most responsible thing we've ever done. The years of abuse we both put up with, the fists, the groping, the rape. And you want Mum to go into the courts and pretend that she was mad?
It's not about that. It's about showing that Trevor's extreme and violent behaviour eventually affected her mind to such a state that she wasn't responsible for what she did.
Can't we just tell them that he tortured us until killing him was our only way out?
That's part of our defence, Beth. Provocation.
Where do I fit in all this? Well, they will want to call me as a witness, won't they?
Don't worry. Your statement's with Beth and Mandy's barrister. Stick to that and you'll be okay. Just remember, we're all on the same side.
Well, what about the prosecution fella? I mean, what will he be after?
He's there to cast doubt on your evidence. You shouldn't expect him to go easy on any of you. Like everyone else, he's out for a result. You should have told Mr. and Mrs. Crosby you'd written to me.
Sorry, I forgot.
So you've come over for the trial next week?
Flew in this morning, staying in a hotel in Liverpool. Just wish I was visiting in happier circumstances.
Indeed. It's very sad.
Oh, I made up you here, Auntie Brenna. You're all the family I've got left.
Rachel, why don't you put the kettle on? I'm sure your Aunt Brenna could do with a cup of tea after a journey.
Okay, back in a minute.
Do sit down. It's a good show you're turning up like this, you know. Rachel could really do with some family support.
I want to help her all I can. That's
That's what families are for, after all.
God knows Mandy will need your support as well after what that brute of a husband did to her.
Brute of a husband was my brother.
Trevor, you're his sister? I'm sorry. I assumed you were Mandy's.
Obviously.
Tea won't be a minute. Do you want one, Mr. Crosby?
No, I think I'll pass on that. We've just had our VE Day party out there. I've got a lot of clearing up to do. I better get on now. I'll leave you to it. You've got a lot of catching up to do. I'll see you later.
Thank you, Mr. Crosby.
See you later.
Right, Rachel. Tell me everything that's been going on.
Right. I'm just off down to the cleaners to pick up my suit for next week. You anything you need while I'm out? Is that a shopping list?
Well, it's for you.
For me? Washing machine programs.
You know, when your socks to run.
A central heating clock.
I have to work the timer if I'm not here.
Mand, I do know how things work. You know, this is my house.
Well, it's just in case.
Well, there's no need.
Well, there might be.
Oh, come on, Mand.
I just want to make sure you're all right if you end up being on your own.
Look, I'm going to be fine. Stop worrying about me.
Well, it's about time someone did.
You what?
Everything you've been through for me and the girls, sometimes I feel so selfish. It's always me and the girls this, me and the girls that. No one thinks to ask how you feel. And I just want you to know that I'm thinking about you.
Mand, I know you are. But you don't have to go around writing things down.
Don't know what else to do.
Mand, we know how we feel about each other, and that's great. And anyway, me socks. It's a hot wash, not a warm wash.
Are Mr. and Mrs. Crosby treating you all right?
Yeah, great.
So you don't miss your home?
You're joking, aren't you?
Your mother and your sister? Your family?
Miss them. I hate them.
You know, you're more than welcome to come home to Ireland with me.
Really?
Of course you are.
Oh, brilliant.
We could go back together after the court business is over. I reckon you'll be ready for a break by then. Next week isn't going to be easy.
I know. The police want me to be a witness. I'm going to have to talk in court.
It'll be all right, Rachel. I'll be there for you.
I'm so scared.
I know you are, love. But just remember why you're doing it. For your father. He's not here to defend himself.
Because they killed him.
So it's up to you and me to make sure they don't tell any more lies.
The things they're saying about him are terrible.
What are they saying now?
Oh, just lies. Terrible lies.
What lies?
None of them are true. Dad had never hurt me.
He wouldn't. You were his favourite, weren't you?
How can they say those things? How can they say he'd hurt me like that?
Hurt you? How do you mean hurt you?
They're going to say he did things to me. In bed, hurt me and that. He loved me, he never hurt me.
No, love, I know. It's all right. Your Auntie Brenna's here now.
Hello?
Oh, hi, Dad.
Hey, that's not all dirty washing, is it?
No, it's some bankrupt sports stuff I bought on a sale. Kate reckons she can get rid of it all at college.
Oh, my, we've got a right little entrepreneur on our hands here, haven't we, eh?
Oh, I'm doing all right, but I'd be doing a lot better if I had my own transport.
Ah, well, you see, took me years to get me first set of wheels, love. You'll just have to wait a while.
Says who? I've booked myself on one of those one-week driving courses, so I will be taking my test at the end of next week.
Yeah, what? Those intensive driving courses cost a fortune.
Oh, Dad, don't worry. I know what I'm doing. I'll be all right. Anyway, I'll see you later. I want to get rid of this stuff. Ta-ra.
Ta-ra.
Hello, Mandy. Brenna, what? I'm here for the trial, of course. What do you want? I want to talk. What about next week? No. Please, Mandy. I'm not here to argue. I just want to talk. 5 minutes, please. It might do us both some good.
All right, sir.
All right, mate.
All set for the big day, eh? What about you and Monday? Did she say yes, then?
On my suit, no, it's for going to court in next week, you know.
All right. But what about the proposal? Ah, she hasn't given you the knockback, has she?
Well, Yeah, I know. See, if Mandy and Beth get off next week, then we're going to get married.
And if they don't?
Well, if they don't, then I've lost everything. And even the baby will be born in prison.
Listen, I know you'd be gutted, but you still have loads going for you.
Come on, Mick, like what?
All right, boys. Aye, aye, Sin. Have the old whistle at the ready, have you, eh? Impress the jury for your mate, man. Listen, you get the suit. What you need is a case full of Eddies. Bribe them.
Yeah, see you now, Mick.
All right, son.
Where are you going?
Haven't you got a brain between those ears of yours, Jimmy?
What?
Can't you see he's near to breaking point? He doesn't need you making jokes about it. He needs help, all right? Just think about it for once, Jimmy.
I was in the taxi this morning. Strangest thing. We went past St. Agnes, and it all came back to me. The day of Beth's christening. Do you remember it, Mandy?
Yes.
I remember it like it was yesterday. We'd a do in the church hall afterwards.
What's all this about?
You and Trevor.
What about us?
I've never seen a couple look so happy.
Oh, please, that's enough.
Holding hands you were.
It was a long time ago. I don't talk about it.
You were happy though, weren't you?
I can't remember.
You can't remember the christening of your own daughter?
All right, I do.
Holding hands and dancing. And everybody said what a lovely couple you made. That Mandy's done well for herself, they were saying. You were in love, Mandy.
All right. All right. Made me happy.
Oh, see? He wasn't all bad, was he? Yes, he might have had a temper on him, but who hasn't? We can all fly off the handle sometimes if we're provoked enough. But does anyone deserve to die for it? Trevor didn't deserve to die. He was a changed man, for God's sake. He told me that spell in prison changed him.
He wasn't a changed man.
Yes, he was. You know he was, Mandy. And now to blacken his name in court.
I'm only going to tell the truth.
The man is dead, Mandy. Let him rest in peace, for God's sake. His name is all I've got left. And to start suggesting that Trevor could do these things to Rachel, please, it's monstrous.
It's the truth.
And now, to make a little girl like Rachel go through all this as well. Taking the stand in court. The poor girl is terrified. She's cracking up.
I don't want to hurt her.
Then you've got to stop saying all these terrible things. If not for Trevor's sake, then at least for your own daughter's.
The hell's going on in here?
Mandy invited me in to talk.
Oh, did she? Well, I'm inviting you to leave. Go on, get out. Get out. Before I phone the busies and have them do you for interfering with the witnesses.
Think about what I said, Mandy. Trevor wanted to change. You know he did.
Go on out.
They're for Mandy and Beth.
I only want to wish them good luck.
But we shouldn't be seen to be taking sides.
I'm not taking sides. I mean, I want to support Mandy. She desperately needs it.
And what about Rachel? Doesn't she need our support? Shouldn't we be nailing our colours to her mast?
For God's sake, David, this isn't some sort of football match where you can only support one side. There aren't going to be any winners, only losers. I mean, Mandy, Beth, Rachel, even Trevor, I suppose. They're all victims and they all need our help and support.
Oh, who are the flowers for? They're lovely.
Just a friend who's in need of a bit of cheering up.
Oh, it's dead nice of you. You're brilliant, you two.
What were you doing letting her in, Mandy?
She just took me by surprise. I didn't know what to do.
You shouldn't even be talking to her. I mean, she's breaking the law coming here.
I know, I'm sorry.
You know what she's like? She's evil. She'll try and talk you into anything. She's bad news. So you should just stay away until all this is over. And anyway, what's all this stuff doing out?
I was sorting the cupboards out. Wanted to leave them clean for you, get the house in order. Don't want people saying the house is dirty.
And you're not on trial for having dirty cupboards.
I wanted to.
That's it, back again.
All right, matey.
All right, Timmy, what do you want?
I want to help.
You what?
There you go.
You know, what's all that?
That, matey, is your way out.
Well, getting cabs and tipping the drivers, eh? You're doing well.
Yeah, too well.
What do you mean?
Oh, well, someone from work saw me at the car boot sale I organised.
Yeah. So what?
Well, I was supposed to be off on the sick, wasn't I?
Told you, Jackie, you can't be doing that.
Yeah, anyway, the boss has found out and he called me in this afternoon.
And give it a good ticking off. Well, can't say I blame him.
He sacked me.
He what? You joking?
No, no reference, nothing.
Right, you leave this to your dad. What's the fella's name? I'll get him on the phone.
Dad, don't bother.
Why?
Oh, well, I was bored with it. And anyway, there wasn't enough money in it.
Well, what are you going to do now?
I'm going to earn some proper money.
Doing what?
Whatever I have to. And this time, I work for me. No one else. Just me.
There's enough there to get you two and young Beth out of the country.
Abroad?
Yeah, Spain, France, anywhere you want to go. Listen, I've got a car lined up for your tank full of petrol. You could be in Dover tonight.
Oh, Jimmy, this is off its head, this.
Oh, sin. Going down for 20 years, having your kid behind bars, that's off its head.
Jimmy.
Look, I'm sorry, man. I know the system. I've been there, kid.
What do you mean?
You're up against it, love. The courts, the busies, they're not interested in sob stories. They're only interested in locking people up. This is your only chance, kid. This is your only way to get justice.
No, Jimmy, it's too risky. And anyway, what do you want to do this for?
Mates, aren't we? And you need help. Hey, look, don't be worrying about this place. I'll keep an eye on it for you. Me and Jackie can, move in.
You are?
Well, I thought that was a fair deal. I sort this for yous and, I get the house.
So that's what this is all about, eh? You getting a cheap house out of it?
Well, thanks. Try to do a Bezzy a favour and you get it thrown back in your face. That's nice, isn't it, eh? Well, I'll tell you, man, when you're stuck in your cell 8 months pregnant, you know who you'll have to thank for it, don't you, eh?
That's enough, Jimmy.
What's going on?
Jimmy wants us to do a runner.
Are you serious?
Too right I am. It's your only chance.
If we run away, it'll look like we're guilty. We've got to stay here and fight to prove that we're innocent.
You two have got as much chance of getting away with murder as I have of getting off with Madonna.
I'm through with running.
Yeah, especially after Ireland.
Oh, get real, will ya? The busies want a result. They're taking you all the way. They're out to get you.
Well, we're just going to have to take our chance, aren't we? Because we're not running because we've done nothing wrong. Now, can you please get out?
Go on, Jimmy. Leave us alone, eh?
Please yourselves. It's your funeral. I'll see yous in court.
Sorry to bother you, Mr. Crosby. I was just hoping I might sit with Rachel for a while.
Well, it is rather late.
Oh, I know. I was just starting to get a bit lonely sitting in that hotel room of mine, thinking about next week, the trial. My poor brother, it all came back to me.
Yes, it can't be easy for you.
And poor Rachel. She's just a child. She needs all the comfort she can get, especially from family.
Indeed, yes. Well, I suppose you better come in then.
Jimmy Corkill's bad enough, but letting Brenner in. What were you thinking of?
Look, everything happens so fast. You know how Brenner can be.
I can't even go out for a couple of hours, can I? What is wrong with you, Mum?
All right, Beth.
Look, don't turn this on me.
But why can't you stand up for yourself for once?
What? Have you forgotten why we're both in court next week?
What's the point of arguing, eh? It's too late for all that. It's not going to solve anything. Now, the trial starts on Monday. We all know the score. Well, this time next week, this could be one of our last nights together. We're not going to spend it at each other's throats, are we?
No.
Well, that's the last thing I want to do.
So please, let's just try. Make an effort. Just make tonight special. Just for the three of us.
We've got to be brave, Rachel. We're doing it for your father, remember? He's counting on us, me and you. Now, you're not going to let him down, are you?
No, I'd never let my dad down.
Good girl. All you've got to do is tell the truth. Tell everybody what sort of a man your father really was. Show those others up for the liars that they are.
What's going to happen to them, Mum and Beth?
They're liars and murderers. And they're going to get what they deserve.
Are they going to go to prison?
Oh, yes. They're going to prison, all right. They're going to prison for a long, long time.
Ew, what's that?
It's beef stew and dumplings, my own recipe.
Sinbad, I just saw you open the tin.
Oh, well, it's worth it, sorry.
I'll get it.
Be careful.
Oh, hi. Come in. Hello, Betty, Mother in?
Yeah, go on, through.
Oh, hello, Mandy.
Hi.
Wanted to see you before Monday. Give you these and wish you luck.
Thanks, Jean. They're lovely.
Yeah, thanks, Mrs. Crosby.
Just to let you know we're all thinking about you and hope all goes well with you.
Thanks.
Oh, I'll be off then.
How's Rachel?
You know she's had a visitor.
Brenna.
Yeah, she's probably been filling her head with all kinds of crap.
She didn't want to see her. I'm sorry. There was nothing I could do about it.
I know, it's not your fault.
Well, I'll be going now. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, look. There's another card. Somebody else wishing you luck.
Oh.
Thanks.
See ya.
Bye.
When did that come?
Somebody must have pushed it through the door while we were in the kitchen.
Well, there's no stamp on it.
Well, you better open it.
What's to say?
I'll be in court watching you. You're going to prison. Rot in hell.
Well, at least we're finally going to find out who's been sending them.
Well, with what we've got to face next week, this is the least of our worries.
Yeah, your mum's right. They're just sick.
It's just the thought of them sneering at us along with all the other ghouls. All the press and the television, everyone.
It doesn't matter what anybody thinks anymore. All they've got to hear next week is why we did what we did.
Yeah, too right. And anyone with half a brain will see that you were justified.
Well, let's just hope the judge and the jury have half a brain. Otherwise, we've had it.
No, we haven't. Listen, we've come too far and been through too much. We can't let them just trample all over us. We won't go down without a fight. It's our only chance.
Oh. Come here, you two.
Well, as the Jordache trial gets underway, Channel 4 will be showing Brookside every day next week, beginning on Monday at 8:45 and then for the rest of the week at 8:30.